Upadrashtano mantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwaraha Paramatmeti Chap Yukto Dehismin Purusha Paraha. The Vishnu, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, within the body of all living entities, witnesses everything. He sanctions everything. He maintains everything. He protects everything. He's the supreme controller, and he's the enjoyer. He's a bhokta. And he's called Paramatma. So you're saying, how is it, I don't know, what is your, does he, or how is it, or what are you saying?
Being in beyond modes, he experiences what we are seeing. He feels it. That's what is the question.
So the question is, does Kshirodakshay Vishnu, Paramatma, does Vishnu, who is in charge of the material world, isn't contaminated, isn't influenced by the tamaguna or any of the modes of nature of the material world? He's gunatit. He's conquered. He's beyond all the modes. And he sees all the suffering. He doesn't feel it, but he sees all the suffering. He's aware of all the suffering. So that's your question.
Yeah, he feels it.
Does he feel it?
Yeah, what we are experiencing, the sufferings and all.
Well, we just read there. It says bhukta. Bhukta means he's an enjoyer. So when you're enjoying, you don't know about suffering. You have two choices in this world: enjoy or suffer. Sukh or dukh, happiness or distress. It's two sides of the coin. So one side you're happy, the flip side you're sad. Flip side. Flip. Let's go flip. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. I feel so down. I feel so happy. Samaham, base balance. So Vishnu, it says right there, he's witnessing everything, he's sanctioning everything, he's permitting everything, but he's enjoying. He's enjoying what? Brahma Samhita says that Vishnu is enjoying Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra means amorous union with his consort. This is the meaning of Yoga Nidra. They say during Chaturmasya, the Devatas sleep for 4 months. But Vishnu is not influenced by ignorance, so he doesn't sleep for 4 months. It's explained in Brahma Samhita and other Shastras that during the 4 months then Vishnu is in Yoga Nidra. And when he's in Yoga Nidra, it means he's retired to his private quarters with Lakshmi. He's not sitting on his throne in Vaikuntha giving blessings or free gold coins or passing out gold coins to beggars. He's just busy with Lakshmi Devi. Like Jagannath. Jagannath also has many aspects of Vaikuntha Bhav there. Even they call it Vaikuntha there. And many Vaikuntha ideas there and Narayan ideas there. The Gaudiyas and Jayadev Goswami, everything's all mixed up over there. But so when they have the Anavasara, there's Navakalevaram, and Anavasara. So Anavasara is every year they repaint the deity and the deity. Jagannath retires. And Snanyatra, he gets sick, he gets a cold. Then he retires for 2 weeks, and he goes into his quarters with Lakshmi Devi. And then he's in Yoga Nidra with Lakshmi Devi. Private. No darshan. Same thing in Vaikuntha. Vishnu, either Kshirodakshay Vishnu or Garbhodakshay Vishnu Lok. This is a Vishnu Lok. In Vishnu Lok, he's with Yoga Nidra. So the verse in 13:22 of Gita is saying that Vishnu is Upadrashta Anumanta. And he's a Sakshi. He's a witness and seeing and sanctioning, overseeing everything. All the suffering, all the birth, death, disease, suffering, misery, murder. And he's observing everything. He's a Sakshi. Everywhere are your eyes. Sarvato panipadam tat sarvato kshisharomakam. That's a verse about Paramatma. What chapter is that verse in? 9th chapter?
11th chapter.
11th chapter. Which number? Sarvato panipadam tat sarvato shiromakam. Sarvato shrutima loke sarvamavritti tishtati. Sarvam avritti tishtati. Sarvata pani. Pani means hands. Speaking of which, I'll put my hand on the pani
13,
and drink some.
13 chapter 14 verse.
Boliye. Bhakti Shastri exam.
Sarvatah pani padam tat sarvatokshi shiro mukham sarvatah shruti malloke sarvam avritya tishtati.
What number?
13, 14.
13 chapter 14 verse.
How what? What number?
13, chapter 14, verse.
13, 14. Achha. Very good. But sometimes, Brahmanda Brahmatikam, the Paramatma, he's seeing the suffering, and sometimes Kon Jeev, some Jeev, unknown Jeev, why, we don't know. He picks one out. Hey, you see, oh, they're all suffering. And then one day he says, everyone's suffering. Oh, okay, everyone's suffering. I don't really care. I'm gonna take you out of suffering. Then you meet Guru. So Vishnu means enjoyer. 529. Bhoktaram Yapatapasam. He's a Maheshwaram. He's a Maha-Ishvara. He's a Maha-Ishvara. Vishnu is Maha-Ishvara. He's supreme control of everything, but he's Bhoktaram Yagatapasam. He's enjoying. So he's enjoying. So that's the beauty of Vishnu.